welcome to another game of Techlabs Cup, live from Moscow, or at least the teams are sitting live at the venue while we are in our own comforts of our own homes. So we're going to be seeing the losers bracket match between virtus.pro and Na'Vi. virtus.pro, they got here because they lost their first game against IC Cup. We just saw Na'Vi playing up against Empire and they weren't able to make the game go their way. So that is why they are in the losers bracket. That means that one of these two teams is going to go home. Now, neither of the teams would be going home empty-handed. The fourth prize is $500. Second prize, $3,000. First prize, $5,000, with the third prize still in $1,500. But, I mean, the differences are quite big, so you don't want to be going home right yet. Not yet anyways. But one of these two teams will be going home. And Na'Vi, they actually pick up the Batrider rather than a Nyx Assassin. I find that interesting. A Nyx Assassin is being considered one of the heroes that is a bit of a counter towards the Batrider. So that is quite interesting indeed. But these two teams are not wasting any time. As you might have noticed, we are fairly far behind schedule. It is, of course, a live event that started at 7:15 CET time. That was actually 10:15 in Moscow at the time. But this game actually should have started 2.5 hours ago, about-ish. So that is going to be that. And it's a good thing that you don't watch the live stream right now from virtus.pro, because that guy is making some weird movements with his tongue. Anyways.
10 seconds.
Yeah, if you want to watch the live stream from the Russian, from the event, and actually see some of the camera views, sometimes you can do that on virtus.pro 1 Dota, and the one just written down as a number. So you can do that. But yeah, that is going to be this game. One of these two teams going to go home. By the way, it is just the best out of one. They have one chance only, no other chances. Best out of one. And the winner of this will be facing up against the loser of Empire versus IC Cup, which is going to be happening after this game. I would say straight after this game, but you know that's not going to happen. There's of course going to be another delay. So it's going to happen after this game. But first we're going to see this. We're going to see the Rubik picked up by virtus.pro being denied to Na'Vi, as they've already basically got themselves 3 lanes sorted with the Magnus, the Lone Druid and the Batrider. Though we could see the Batrider going into that jungle, but we're probably going to see Funnick, Batrider, Magnus, Dandy and Lone Druid for a Vost, and then only Karoki and Puppy able to pick up still a combination of heroes that probably work well together, because as we all know, they like to roam around the map together, especially early on in the game to secure themselves a first blood. The bans this game were right away, and the Phantom Lancer again from Na'Vi, and the Chen from virtus.pro, that were kind of the only ones that were actually standing out, giving space for that Nyx and that Batrider to get themselves through the pool. And we're gonna see virtus.pro banning out more jungle heroes with the Enchantress as well as the Shadow Demon. As the Shadow Demon, I mean, he got banned out against Na'Vi previous game as well. They just don't want to be facing that apparently. With the Queen of Pain and the Nature's Prophet being banned out by Na'Vi, they don't want to be dealing with the Nyx Bomb. Or Nyx Bomb, I should say, with the Nature's Prophet as well as with the Queen of Pain. Of course, both have that potential. As by the way, for virtus.pro, their lineup so far basically only gives away that they're probably going to be having a trial lane. And then only need 2 solo lanes, so that's why we see Na'Vi banning out those solo lanes. We could be seeing a Storm Spirit getting banned out, more Nyx bombs, of course, or Nyx bombs.
10 seconds.
Nyx and Nyx, it's gonna be trouble. But that could be stopped with that if they ban that one out. But I mean, there are so many options still. We have got still the Puck in the pool as well as the Windrunner and the Beastmaster and the Darkseer again. That I almost forgot that one. But that one again gets banned out, so that's something that Na'Vi doesn't want to deal with. I mean, Darkseer brings a kind of support that is hard to counter. We're going to be seeing what virtus.pro is going to be banning out in return, because they have a fairly easy job of just banning out supports and jungle heroes. We still have the Bane in the pool. We still have the Leshrac and the Lina in the pool. And the Jakiro, of course, as well. The only thing that we kind of want to see, probably, is a hero that has a setup stun for either of those heroes. And they do ban out the Leshrac, so that's going to be one that Puppy cannot play this time. Maybe we're going to see him picking up a Lina instead, as we know that he likes that one. But the thing that they kind of miss is setup stuns. Like virtus.pro, they've got an Impale and they've got a Telekinesis. And they've got a lot of shutdown already with that. And of course there's an RP and a Lasso and an Entangle if you're lucky. But all of those are either ultis or unreliable. So I'm kind of hoping that we may be still going to be seeing a Lina. Venomancer, very aggressive early on support, just like Undying by the way. So we might actually see a different kind of lane coming off from virtus.pro, or even a Nyx Assassin going towards the mid lane is a possibility for them. We're going to be seeing the last picker from Na'Vi. They haven't used any of their bonus time just yet, so they are taking their time, or they can be taking their time at least. Question remains if they're actually gonna. But they have got, of course, now with the Venomancer, a pretty solid setup for a Split Earth, or for, sorry, well, not for a Split Earth because that guy is banned out, but for a Light Strike Array if they would have gone for that one. But still plenty of supports left in the pool. Maybe even a Lion is going to be the one to get picked up again, because then you don't only have, you have got 2 disables and 1 hero. Shadow Shaman would do the same thing. Just go for those mass disables. I mean, if they really want to bank on more team fights, can also go for the Witch Doctor. I don't think they're gonna be picking that up, but still, that would be funny if they did. Anyways, we are waiting for the last pickup from Na'Vi, and even if they already know what they're gonna be picking up, they could of course use this time to take their time about thinking what virtus.pro is gonna do. Because are they actually gonna be running the Nyx Assassin mid? Are they going to be running the Undying on the off lane, which we have seen before? It's all possible. I mean, we've even seen Rubik's mid. Ooh, Tidehunter. And this could be Kuroki Tidehunter. Now, Kuroki, of course, I mean, he's been playing support for Na'Vi since he joined them. He is actually kind of, you know, known for his Tidehunter as far as I'm aware, because of course, I mean, I wasn't around during that time when you know, Dota 1 and stuff like that, but I have heard that his Tidehunter should be something pretty mean, so we're going to be seeing if that's indeed the case, if he can get a couple of good ravages off, if I can learn something from that. Hopefully can. Anyways, we're going to be seeing virtus.pro last pickup. They still have 1 minute left into their bonus time as well, so that's all fine. And I kind of like the Tidehunter. Like, I mean, there was already team fight up on Na'Vi, but now you have even more team fight. The question is though, are they going to be getting their team fight from virtus.pro? And is the Tombstone not going to be too much of a nuisance to that tide? Because if the Tombstone is up, they're going to be, Tidehunter is going to have trouble to walk into a fight and ravage. He's going to have trouble to, you know, blink in, because he's going to get his blink interrupted by the zombies, I believe, that does that. And basically the only option that they have is if virtus.pro bring the team fight towards the Tidehunter, which is possible, especially if that Bat Rider is, I mean, perfect scenario. Again, a Warlock last pick. V is going to be starting to ban that one out soon instead of the Phantom Lancer. But in theory, the best scenario is, there's 2 things. Magnus can get a good RP off, skewers everybody towards the Tidehunter and where he ravages. You know, that's great. Bat Rider picks up one of the most important heroes of virtus.pro, so that everybody comes in towards that guy to help him out, and apparently Tidehunter is standing right where the guy got dragged to, and then again he ravages. It's all there. And we are indeed going to be seeing Kuroki on the Tidehunter this game, as we're waiting for the last hero to get picked up. We are not going to go for a pause straight afterwards, or at least not because of Techlabs. At least they are ready for this. They are already streaming it out as well. They did all their giving away stuff already, or they are still doing it, at least without now occupying the stream with it. And for people wondering, this is still the Techlabs Cup. It is live in Moscow. Unfortunately, I myself not in Moscow, but it doesn't matter. And why do we have a remake? Remake. No for Suda. Go. Need to remake. And we actually have got everybody disconnect. So we're gonna disconnect for the Russian caster. And oh my god, have yourself some of that lovely, wait, wrong screen, of that lovely jumping people. Yay! Jumping people is fun. So we are going to be having a remake. I'm not even going to try to get anything out of the VOD, so I'm not going to be playing any music right now. But you can just, so also for the people in the VOD that of course don't really see this normally because I cut in between the games. But this is what the venue looks like. The venue is set up in a mall, in a supermarket thing, kind of. Well, that's not a mall. A mall, you know what a mall is. Well, I don't need to explain that. And they have not only got Dota 2, but they've also got CS:GO. They've got some Shadow something, and something else. I don't know. But anyways, they've got 4 games, I believe, and they're all going to be happening today. We have a large delay, so I know that the finals were planned at 6:30 CET time, or 6 CET time. That's not going to happen. It's going to be more like around 10-ish. Would be around midnight in that mall there. I hope that they stay open until that long, but I think they have... What are they doing? Yeah, you can see the education of the Russian, well, the level of the Russian people. I mean, there's just a lot of people sitting, watching that, and jumping. That can be crazy. Hello, you see that guy? I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're doing the Harlem Shake! They're doing the Harlem Shake! What the hell? I don't have sound though. They don't have sound either. Okay, that was the Harlem Shake apparently. They were just standing there doing the Harlem Shake and then everybody comes. Yeah, okay, I get it. Thank you. Thank you. I get it. So we're waiting for the go and then we can go. Looks like we are good to go actually. Oh! That's gonna be them, well, they're just dropping some commercial messages, I guess. But yeah, that's the Russian live stream. If you want to check that out for yourself, you can check that out on virtus.pro 1 with a one just written down as a number, and then Dota. And you can check it out on Twitch, of course. It's also listed in the Dota section. Dota 2, that is. Anyways, we are loading back into the game. We will have an all-pick match, of course, because now the draft is already done. And no more weird Russians jumping people, unfortunately for you. Shame, 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 shame. And we're gonna be jumping ourselves into this one as well because we are here with the game as we're just waiting for everybody to pick up their hero and see who's gonna be playing what. So what I think I was saying something useful before that I'll jump back as I was saying something about team fights and stuff. But with that Warlock there, I mean everything can turn around. We saw it previous game, but now Na'Vi don't only have to bank on that RP, they also have the Ravage. So they have got something to fall back on if they actually already have their one of the two on cooldowns, as we actually have got one of Na'Vi actually standing. I was gonna be taking pictures. Oh no, that's just one of the managers, I guess. For people wondering, that's that. We're just waiting for people to jump ourselves into the match, as we're just waiting for everybody to pick up their heroes. It's in 13 seconds that will jump, and then they'll jump too. But in the meantime, you can see people. You can actually see. I think that is Zero Gravity. And that is, I don't know who. But Zero Gravity is, of course, the manager slash owner of... This is the owner of Na'Vi. Anyways, he is there as well. We're gonna be seeing... a pause! Hey, you know what? Pauses can be solved by giving you nice people on stage to watch. So, I'm just gonna wait until the pause is done. And when the pause is done, then we're gonna go, and apparently they needed to wait for this. They're gonna be doing a short interview perhaps? No, that is not the case. At least there is another virtus.pro guy that's being interviewed right now. So this is why they are pausing. They just want to be giving some time to this. Oh, what's he gonna give? Oh, that's Arsart. He's getting a reward. We can't see that, but Arsart is getting a plaque. I think that's called it. From Na'Vi, of course. He is up against his old teammate right now. Oh, that's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet. Yeah, and we have the game almost go again. Oh, must be difficult though. Here's a kick to your certificate. No, but you gotta appreciate that. They could have said, "Here, we kicked you, and you know." Suck it. But no, we kicked you, and here is a tribute movie, and here is a plaque to hang on your wall, and you know, thank you for all that you've done, and you know, it's still nice. Anyways, let's see who's gonna be playing what and focus on the game. We're gonna have Illidan or Airman playing the Lifestealer. It's gonna be Arsart playing the Warlock. It will be NS on the Undying, KSI on the Rubik, and Tamar Wild once again gonna be solo mid up on his Nyx Assassin. And they're gonna be running into Na'Vi straight away. They're gonna be fighting Denny first. Arsart's gonna be the first one. In the meantime, open wounds gonna happen up on a Vos. It is gonna be Airman who's trying to go for the telekinesis as well on a Vos. He is gonna be dropping down if he's not very careful, and he will be one hit away from dying. Eats himself a 10. It's gonna be Airman that's in a lot of trouble right now. He is the one to drop first. That is the first blood. The Puppy keeping himself up for now as they are bashing up on Tamar Wild. One more hit with 4 stacks of sticky napalm. Another kill going the way of Na'Vi. Now Arsart also 4 stacks. Those hits from Punic really hurt, and that's gonna be a double kill for Punic. We 4-minute 1 KSI. Is he gonna be the 4th kill to go down? Denny taking some tower hits for them, blocking on KSI. They're gonna try to chase this down. They're very greedy. Is this not too greedy? Tombstone goes up. KSI gonna be taking a fall. And Ness, you're gonna be trying to get a kill in return. At least Funnick will die, but he goes down as well. That's 5 heroes down. 4-3. 3 go down upon Vos. So Vos, you are gonna go down as well. Open wounds up on him again. Kuroki cannot get the block, and he cannot get in front of Erlen. Now he does. And the block actually failed. Oh, what are you gonna do? He's gonna try to TP out, perhaps. Eat a tango. But he is getting chased by both KSI and Illidan. And there is no hope for him. He goes down. And we have got 5 for 4. I do think Na'Vi could have gotten away with that way better, but they got a bit greedy. And all of a sudden it's 5 to 4. Just to have a quick overview, who actually died, who didn't. Actually, we have an aggressive trial, by the way, so this kind of scenarios can continue going as Puppy just whiffs himself a Gale, which actually is something that you can't really do anymore at level 1 because you need clarities to be able to do more, and he has got a clarity, so that's nice. But if he's gonna be pulling that, then he will be getting hit and his clarity will be popped off if he's not very careful. Let's see if he's careful enough. Yes, he is. Of course, he's a pro player. I shouldn't be expecting anything less from him. Anyways, if you like to see people's faces, you can go to the virtus.pro stream, as they have got Puppy's face as well as someone else's face up on there right now. Anyways, it is gonna be the Tidehunter that hadn't died yet. That's why I was sticking on him. He's the only one that didn't die in that encounter. So everybody died once. Nobody died twice. virtus.pro lost 4 heroes. Lost 5 heroes. Everybody died once. Na'Vi killed off or lost 4 heroes apart from Kuroki. Then he was the one to stay alive. So that is the difference between that. That one. Between that. Yeah. Between that encounter between Na'Vi and. Oh, what are you doing? Whoa, he's gonna die. Boom, dead. But at least he takes a kill with him. Can you just, you know, normally on safe lanes and you know, these kind of lanes, you're not gonna be doing that. In the meantime, it's gonna be an S trying to get a Tidehunter, still gets it. People, what's with the aggression? NS is gonna be trying to chase down Puppy. He has got another K up in 3 minutes, 3 seconds rather. Airman is gonna be okay. 6 to 6 all of a sudden. 2 kills going the way of virtus.pro. Across the map, and Na'Vi only getting 1 in return to the top lane with the Warlock going down. And of course the Warlock did go down before the Batrider, so it is gonna be the Bat that did get the experience still, while the Warlock didn't. But it's still gonna be something that is very tricky. And of course the Tidehunter going down for the first time. He's got himself a level 3 though, and which is very decent at 2 minutes in before, you know, an aggressive trail lane is... It's just fairly decent, but that's of course also because of the massive amount of kills. That's how you get levels. Level 2 still up on Puppy, so I would guess he's probably one of the lowest levels in the game. He was until he just turned level 3, as we see most of the people level 3 and level 4 right now. And it's gonna be Airman that's trying to take the farmer. So it is an aggressive trial lane with a Warlock, and I didn't even introduce everybody. Well, I did, but I didn't really say what's going on. Aggressive trial lane for virtus.pro with a an Undying and a Rubik and a Lifestealer. There's gonna be a Lone Druid that's being protected by a Tidehunter and a Venomancer. Gosh, it's gonna be hitting up on NS. Soulrip gonna help out. Gale's gonna still hit though, and it's gonna be Puppy that's gonna be taking a fall. Tombstone gonna go up. NS might still go down though. 1 more hit away from dying. Bam, there he goes. It's gonna be Lone Druid picking up the kill. Now Lone Druid has to be very careful, trying to run himself away. Is he fast enough? I don't think so. And there he goes. KSI getting a double kill, but Tidehunter the only one survivor once again. Aggressive trial for virtus.pro, working out so far. Losing an Undying to be picking up that Lone Druid is pretty big. Pretty big indeed. In the meantime, in the mid lane, I'm going to quickly check that because I feel like I should be bottom again. Shockwave is going to be returned to Dandy with the Spike Carapace. 12 or 11 for 2 up on Tame My Wild, with Dandy being on 21 for 6. So Dandy definitely getting ahead here. He is not level 6 yet though. He's really diving this. He is actually going to be getting the... Oh! Invisibility rune popped, I was gonna say, but never mind that. Gets the kill regardless. Dandy taking the advantage in the middle lane for sure. Gonna be getting his bottle refilled as well. In the meantime, on the top lane, quickly checking that, as nobody is for now dying here just yet. We're gonna have 11 for 2 also up on the Warlock, so he's quite even with the Nyx in that case. But Funnick again, same thing as Dandy is 21 for 2, so it's comparable to the mid lane. Going the way of Na'Vi. The only thing that's not really going the way of Na'Vi is this bottom lane, where... Well, to be fair, I mean, Havos is getting some farm. He's 18 for 1, but they are dying, which is not really, of course, ideal. At the same time, Airman is not getting anything in last hit done. He is on 13 for 3. So, you know, it's not that big of an advantage, as we have got Undying sitting around waiting for Dandy. I don't think that's going to be working out all too well, though. He is level 4, and Dandy is going to be level 6. He is level 6, and he's going to have his bottle soon as well, so he sees him moving around. In the meantime, there's going to be a smoke up. Still for Kuroki, looks like Puppy actually hit once on the Undying. They realize this is the real Undying though, or at least one of these two is, but they don't really know which one. Now they do, but yeah, now it's too late. And this is the fake undying. But they're gonna be, they can, like they have got this lineup. I mean, they can leave their lone druid alone. This is fine. Lone druid is normally one of the off lanes, so that's, you know, he has the survivability. So the supports actually have got the freedom to roam around a bit. It's just a bit. They have to be a bit careful with where the lane is at, and the Vost, of course, has to know what he's gonna be up against and if he's gonna be by himself or not. And if there's actually going to be a gank coming off from Kuroki and Puppy. But for now, not just yet. They're just hanging around. Gonna try to secure some farm for a Vost. As we do... actually, I have the net worth on. Well, that's all nice and stuff, but I actually want to have the last hits and the eyes on. Where is he going? He's going to be popping a salve. Wanted to try and go for Arsart, but Arsart being very safe. I actually like this role for Arsart. He is playing the Warlock. Normally, of course, Arsart playing the support. But a Warlock, a safe lane... it's quite a bit role, and you might know or not know that Arsart actually was not a support before he joined Na'Vi. A lot of harassment from that entangle from NS, but it's just an entangle, nothing else. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see what he does in a role that's not, you know, pure support. As we have got NS and KSI as those support heroes in this one. And the bear looking for entangles is all that he cares about. And if Vost knows that he can just wait for those entangles and otherwise have to back off and wait until the lane is back towards his tower again. Because until then, it's not going to be good. In the meantime, Tame Wild, he's level 6. Might try to go for something soon, but Dandy, he's level 80. He wants to go for an RP. Gets himself some mana boots. His bottle is on his way again back to him. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, they want to go for this. Entangle hits, but they're going to go for Vost. Tombstone goes up as well. Kuroki is just level 5 still. He's going to be stunned up. It is going to be... NS rocking away from that nice infest, helping out with the damage on a Vost, but a Vost is gonna be safe. Should be safe. A lot of zombies though. Chaotic Offering come down. Hello, Arsart. It is gonna be a lasso up on KSI. Phonic joining the lane as well. The top lane has rotated bottom, people. And kills all over. Well, kills, 2 kills going the way of virtus.pro, with 1 kill going the way of Na'Vi. So they lose 2 supports for 1 support. Now that was a dominating streak from the Rubik, so it wasn't even that bad. Hey Dandy, welcome. He also was on the bottom lane, didn't get to use his RP, but he did rotate. But was a bit too early for that one. In the meantime, I mean, at least the Vost didn't die. At least the Vost didn't die. So that's a good thing for Na'Vi, but they did lose on kills. We do have Puppy now rotating top. He is gonna be up against Illidan. No, this is not good. Yeah, the Gale. Of course the Gale, I mean, you can rage, but the slow will still be on. So they're gonna be, Puppy's gonna be just fine for now. But he just wanted to be there to get a bit of extra experience, because he's not getting extra experience on the bottom lane. Well, he needs to also give something to Puppy, because Puppy is just one of those heroes that, Puppy, what am I saying? Tidehunter. Tidehunter is one of those heroes that needs that level 6. He needs that Ravage to be able to help with those fights. That could have turned that entire fight around. Of course, there was a chaotic offering that did come down, and that you don't have any other team fight for yourself to turn it around with, and that's what hurt them most. At the best, you at least make sure that the chaotic offering is on cooldown. That is something that virtus.pro can be happy about, because it's got such a really long cooldown. But yeah, we have 3 heroes now from virtus.pro inside his middle lane. We do have Tame Wild not doing anything yet with his level 6, or at least hasn't done that. Now he does that. He's gonna go for Dandy. He's gonna be having some help as well. Impale gonna hit. Telekinesis will be there as well. Mana burn. That is Dandy going down, but he still ledges an RP. But I think that's a bit of a waste. Quite a bit of a waste. And Nyx Assassin getting the last hit on that kill. Waste of an RP with that. That's kind of a shame. I don't know if he thought that the Phonic, or yeah, that Phonic could have turned it around for him. I don't think he did. Well, I don't think Phonic could do it, but apparently Denny did. Anyways, we're gonna be seeing a Vost left by himself again. He is still up against a dual lane for now, but this is just a dual lane with supports. Lifestealer actually continue to be top, and he's actually putting some pressure there. With Puppy still hanging there and the Gale still hitting, he's just gonna make sure that if he feels like he's in danger of getting chased down by that Lifestealer, he's gonna make sure the Gale's on there just to make sure that he can't get chased. And with those wards, able to push the tower back real fast, piercing damage, helping out for sure. And that is gonna be him level 5. In the meantime, it is Kuroki that is almost level 6. He's gonna try to get his level 6 on the lane. And they might actually be able to turn this around. If there's gonna be an entangle, they're gonna go in on that. There goes the tombstone. Soul Whip goes up, and entangle hits, and a lasso and a ravage. It is gonna be an S that goes down. They can also take down KSI, but here comes the chaotic covering. Arsart joining the fight. Airman joining the fight as well, looking for open moves upon Funnick. Funnick cannot get away. Flame Break doesn't matter anymore, and now the bear on the run. Tidehunter dying in the midst of all of that as well. Avos is gonna be just fine, but they only got 1 kill for using and the lasso. Oh, Avos, if he gets picked off here, that is huge for virtus.pro, and this is huge for virtus.pro. It is 3 down for 1 support undying. The lasso got used, the ravage got used. Yes, they have the chaotic offering to also be on cooldown, woohoo! But that is so not worth it. They were thinking quick kill and then take the tower, but the rotation from virtus.pro is just too fast. In the meantime, what did Na'Vi got instead of that? What did they get in return? Some kind of pressure on the top lane. I mean, the tower down to half HP is nice. Mid tower not down just yet. There was no pressure being put on there. The RP is off cooldown again, so they could try to go for something, but they have to give up their tier 1 tower bottom. And that is the first tower to go down in this game, going the way of Airman, other than having that one, and that is going to be putting them very far ahead. We're going to see the gold graph going their way. Gonna see the experience graph going their way. Ooh, did I do that? No. Okay, phew. I was pressing some hotkeys, and sometimes I'm afraid that I pressed the wrong one. But I didn't pause. I can pause, but I won't. Let's not. I'm gonna drink some water instead. Anyways. The game continues on. But yeah, with the RP back up on Dandy, and the Blink Dagger as well, I mean, that shouldn't be underestimated. They might try to go for something, but like, if they really want to secure themselves a team fight, they have to know that they are and in advantage, and they go in with and the Ravage up, and the RP. Now, the best case scenario, the chaotic offering gets baited out elsewhere first, and then they go. So that they don't have to deal with virtus.pro coming back from that. But then again, is virtus.pro really going to answer to a threat for a team fight? When they don't have an RP? When they don't have a chaotic offering, that is? CO. CO? I've never called it a CO. Chaotic offering. We call it reverse polarity RP. CO. Can I call it that? Do people understand what I mean if I say CO? Co. Call it co? That doesn't sound. CO. No, I like chaotic offering better. Never mind. Okay, I'm rambling. Doesn't matter. It happens. No kills happening at the same time, so it's all good. Kuroki roaming top. TPs from virtus.pro roaming top. 5 heroes of virtus.pro top. They are looking for a fight. Or at least for a tower. There's gonna be 4 here from Navita. Answer to it. Blink in. Lasso up on Airman. Tombstone goes up. Gale hits on Airman as well. Now Kuroki is gonna land an anchor smash. Sorub gonna help out an Airman. It's gonna be Kuroki coming in there. He really wants that Ravage. There it is. He gets stunned by the... Oh, and the Ravage got stolen. There's the Ravage being returned with the chaotic offering and the fatal bonds being so incredibly fatal. It is gonna be 3 dead already on the side of Na'Vi. Can they make it more? Can they make it more? Looks like Puppy running for his life will be able to do that. Havos not gonna be so lucky. 4 dead on the side of Na'Vi. Triple kill for Arsart on his Warlock. Fatal Bonds, MVP. Well, together with the stolen Ravage, of course, from KSI. Kuroki, he got himself a Ravage up on 3, but he kind of announced that he was gonna go for that. He was like saying, hey guys, I'm coming. I'm gonna Ravage. Ready or not. Here I come. And then Ravage, and then, you know, KSI was already backing off just so they knew that he was not in the Ravage and he could actually steal that. And of course, even if he was in the Ravage, there was a Spike Carapace that was still on, and Kuroki couldn't have Anchor Smash straight after because he would be stunned and KSI would have still been able to steal it. So that's a big fight going the way of virtus.pro. 18-10 right now. They take a tower, only a tier 1 in return for it though. It is still not over yet for Na'Vi. I mean, the RP wasn't used in that fight. It was just, it just went too fast. It was too forced. It was too forced, and they need to get the flow. RP is gonna be used on Arsart now. Need to shut him down. Skewer towards the low ground. Is he gonna go down though? Lasso is gonna happen as well, but a team of virtus.pro coming in. Telekinesis there upon Funnick. He needs to fly himself away, but the lasso gets returned by the Ruby KSI MVP, and it's Funnick that goes down. Now Denny trying to get himself out with a TP. Won't be able to do so. KSI gets another kill. It is gonna be Kuroki that's gonna be trying to run away. Puppy trying to do what he can with a Poison Nova and a Gale. Kuroki is gonna get locked inside though. It's gonna be going deal. Monster kill going the way of Arsart, who actually was the target of this entire gank. And this is gonna be virtus.pro taking another fight. Tamer Wild getting a soul rip so that he can TP out to safety. No deaths up on virtus.pro. Puppy is gonna be this time. He is gonna be one to down. Oh, not. It is gonna be Airman that still goes down. Nice entangle. And that's what they need. These kind of kills. They need to give Evos time to farm so that he can make that big of a difference in those kind of fights. Because right now, this is 2 fights going the way of virtus.pro. And this was a fight without a chaotic offering. Take that in. And they still won that convincingly. The RP used solely for Arsart. And he didn't go down. He didn't die. He actually picked himself up the Mystic Staff, which is interesting because normally we've seen so far the Warlocks only going for an Aghanims, a fast Aghanims. But going for a Mystic Staff first indicates that he wants to probably go for Sheepstick. Maybe. We'll find out though, if that is actually what he wants to go for. virtus.pro looking to be taking down the last tier 1 tower standing on the side of Na'Vi. 5 heroes gathering here once again. They do have a chaotic offering again, and then once again they say, you know what, we're going to be taking your tower, and if you don't want us to do that, well, then come teamfight us. There is no RP for another 20 seconds. There is, however, a Ravage, but you know, can Kuroki really go in there? Not with the tombstone up. They'll still know where he is. Tower is going to be dropping. Bear is going to be trying to get to the 9. Bear is going to be setting the tombstone first. Tombstone goes down. It's going to be a chaotic offering that comes down up on 2. Puppy and Kuroki with the fatal balls there as well. Untangle up on Illa. They're not doing that much. Nice impale from Tamer Wild. The RP not being hit yet by Dandy. It's going to be a Ravage there though. This time no steal. Where's the Anchor Smash? It's going to be Kuroki that still drops. It is gonna be the Venom as it goes down. There's the RP up on Arsart once again this time. He has this Shadow Word. He does go down. Another Impale up on 2. And that is gonna be Dandy, the last one to go down for Na'Vi and the only one to get away. Or at least, is he gonna go down? No. Blink. Haste. He's fine. He is fine. Why am I so worried? 3 for 3 that makes that fight. So this is probably one of the better fights that Na'Vi could have hoped for. If Puppy now doesn't die, Dandy now doesn't die, he blinks himself away and TP's out. Safety first. So Funnick also got himself away alive, so good for him. But they did lose their Lone Druid. And their Lone Druid is a pretty big, you know, pawn in this game for Na'Vi. But at the same time, they got they finally got Arsart. Yay. It is gonna be virtus.pro that, I mean, even though they didn't really win that fight, not that much, not as much as they won other fights anyways, they still, I feel like they still came out ahead. Gold wise it will be quite even, experience wise it will be quite even with that fight, as we do see the line being drawn, but it will be Roshan for virtus.pro, and I don't think that Na'Vi can contest this all that much. They ping though, it is gonna be Kuroki knowing that they're gonna be doing this apparently. Bedrider in the meantime taking a tier 1 tower. That was the first tower to go down on the side of virtus.pro. Good one to have also. I mean, not just, I mean, a tier 1 tower top. I mean, positioning wise it's nice and all that jazz. But the most important thing right now is that they get some extra gold up on their heroes. They need to get those core items up to be able to do something in this game. And towers really help with that. And apparently they're willing to give up Roshan for that. Looks like Na'Vi is gonna go for a smoke here, by the way, as soon as Evos finished up clearing out these ancients. Does someone have a smoke though? No? No. Okay. Hello? Are you gonna smoke? No. Okay, they're not gonna smoke. Courier doesn't have a smoke. And they're just gonna be sticking together knowing that virtus.pro could be around any corner. Gonna be seeing the gold graph dipping back slightly again with that Roshan going down. And the Aegis, of course, being picked up by Airman. He has got his armlet, is building towards his Desolator. We're gonna be seeing if Na'Vi can take it back with a surplus of team fight, or if that chaotic offering, that Warlock is gonna continue winning games. I mean, of course, virtus.pro saw the previous games as well. By the way, that of course Na'Vi had, as it is of course a LAN event, you know, and people are sitting in the public when they don't have to play. I guess it's really nothing else, nothingwhere else you could be sitting if you're gonna be having an event like this in a mall. 5 heroes on the bottom lane. virtus.pro changed their MO. Now gonna go for tier 2 towers rather than tier 1s. Previous time they of course went for 5-man tier 1 towers. Now 5-man tier 2 is the next step. They have got an infested lifestealer up on Tamer Wild. He infests out though. Remember, just to help take the tower down a bit faster, because in the meantime Na'Vi has said, you know what, we don't want to fight this, but we are gonna be trying to take towers in return. So they took the tier 1 tower mid, and they're trying to take down the tier 1 tower tier 2 tower mid as well, as the bear is just gonna bring the Maelstrom. They will be able to kill off this bear. One more hit. No deny attempt from NS, and the bear backs off. Nice take, nice one to have though. Like, they're only one tower behind right now, and even tier 2s. I mean, tier 2s are even. So only this one tier 1 tower is left standing. That makes the difference between the two lineups. Blink dagger up on KSI, by the way, to get, of course, in for those steals when he can find them. In the meantime, Team Wild also having his blink dagger. Did I just click on the wrong one? No, they both have a blink dagger. Thank you. Just checking. It's gonna be a Sheeva's guard actually for our side, just to try and stop the lone druid, slowing everybody down. And I mean, it's quite a team fight item, to be fair. And if you're gonna be going full team fight anyway, then why not just go for that? Flame Break is gonna try to push everybody back, because virtus.pro, they're gonna do the same thing middle as what they did bottom. But this time, oh, this time they're gonna be going in with the bear, getting picked off, getting resummoned soon. It's gonna be on cooldown for another 2 minutes. That's trouble though, because if the bear dies now, you don't have another bear, and you know that's where all your farm is at. Sorry for not having the net worth on. Oh, they're looking for a lasso. Send forward goes on. He finds Stay My Wild. They knew that he was there, and they pick him up before the fight's even started. Chaotic Offering Steals is gonna go down. Tombstone goes up. There's also, of course, the Fatal Bonds to try and help out. There's gonna be an RP though, a massive RP. Hits up on 2. Ravage gets whiffed. I could learn something from that one. It's gonna be Airman that's gonna be trying to eat his way through. Warlock still goes down on the sidelines and also picks himself up the Rubik kill. Airman is gonna be dropping down his Aegis. That's a team wipe. Well, if they kill him off again, that is. Flame Break gonna be too early. He's gonna be trying to run himself away. The Rage is still on cooldown. The Entangle is there. They will be getting a team wipe. Na'Vi, make sure they're still in this game. And I have to say, I don't think that Ravage entirely whiffed. There were people on the other side as well, but I just didn't see them on my screen. Screen! There we go. So, I think they got hit on some people, as there were basically, that was the thing that virtus.pro had. I mean, the fight was split up in two. I followed the Ravage, the RP, screwed out 2 people towards the base, with the Lifestealer in there, of course, as well. But at the backside, the supports of the Lifestealer got picked up, got killed off by that lone druid who wasn't in the fight near the tower there. So that helped Na'Vi quite a bit. And with those supports out of the way, they could focus solely on the Lifestealer, and they took him down. And of course, having Tamer Wild getting picked off before anything else happened was a big plus, because that I mean, you know, it's great, spike carapace and all that, but that impale, if you don't have your BKB yet, then you're gonna get impaled. And of course, also Crazy has been making sure that he's getting RPs, or sorry, into impales for 2-man, 3-man.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's yeah, that's a good one to take out. But virtus.pro, they don't want to be giving it up. They want to be trying to get some control back. But with everybody missing on the map from virtus.pro, Na'Vi is getting suspicious, and we see them being extra careful. See them roaming around, Puppy being the only one there that is actually out of place, and they know that because that ward. Oh, Puppy, I think you're dead. Gale's still gonna hit. Oh, undying. Soulrip gonna try to help out. It's gonna be Puppy that's still gonna get picked up on the side. But don't think that Na'Vi is gonna be really going for that. Never mind. Oh, blink in, force out Funnick with an Invis rune. Gonna be safe. Entangle up on Tamer Wild. Another Soulrip to help out with that one, and the Vendetta being used to escape. And the heal is there also from the Shadow Word. Bear telekinesis gets blinked back though, is fine. That Soulrip being so annoying, and only Puppy dying there. With an S back to base, going for that mechanism. Desolator almost up on the Lifestealer. Let's see if we can find some new items. Nope, no new items up on virtus.pro. And of course, that big fight for Na'Vi should have gotten them some new items. We have the Force Staff and the mechanism, Force Staff and the Blink Dagger up on Funnick. We already saw those though. We have the drums ready up on Dendy. I thought we saw those being built up as well, so that is also fine. There is, however, a Vladimir's up on the Lone Druid himself, with the bear having a Maelstrom still only. Okay, fair enough. Kuroki building towards his Blink Dagger, and that's going to be a big item to have for them when they actually continue to push forward. Because right now, I feel like they're in the space where they're just going to be trying to defend, and of course they're going to try to take what they can while they're not defending. I mean, that's logical. But I don't think they should be trying to force anything out, because the times that they did that didn't work out. But they are going to be trying to force something out, and they are going to be fighting Timo out. It's going to be going up on Havos first. There's a Rage, the open wounds as well. No Ravage just yet, and he can't actually. The cooldown of the chaotic offering coming down. There's the Ravage, and that is going to be Kuroki staying alive. He goes down still though. It is going to be Undying that goes down, as well as Arstar, as well as Airman. It is dominating Avos. He got himself a triple kill on Dendi. And it is going to be a team wipe once again. They only lost Kuroki. That team fight, that RP, it was too strong. And of course, we saw the Poison Nova going through, and you know, normally it is, you know, it's a bit of damage over time, it's fine, but it makes such a big difference in these kind of fights. Poison Nova up on everybody. They take a tier 1 and a tier 2. Na'Vi on the return. The gold graph goes back above the 0 line for them, and the experience graph also does not lie, going towards the 7,500 experience, and they're gonna try to go for more. They're gonna have to be ready to be up against the Lifestealer again in 9 seconds though. But it's all fine. What can he do by himself when there's the last 2 up again in 20 seconds and there's no chaotic offering, so they are gonna be able to pick up the bear. Well, pick up the tower, and then gonna go impale up on 2 Bear and Master, but 4-star forward helping out. And that's gonna be Arsart looking for something. Pops his Sheeva's guard. Flame Break gonna go through. Gales as well. There's no team fight on either, so this is just, no big team fight. Bear is gonna go down. Well, that's fine. He can resummon that one. And that's gonna be virtus.pro backing off, knowing they can't really chase without a chaotic offering.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
And Funnick, 2,500 gold. What's he gonna go for next? Curious to see that. Is it gonna be a Sheeva's as well? Could be. 3,600 gold for Magnus. Is he this time gonna be able to finish up a mechanism, or is he gonna go for still a different kind of build? As we're used to seeing, of course, refreshers up on Magnus's. Magnus's. I don't know. Blink Dagger up on Tidehunter though. That's gonna be him being happy with that initiation, though he didn't really need it in the previous fight. He could just stand there for a long time, popped his Ravage and died. That's the thing that he needs to do. That's the thing that he did. Oh, good. Infest up on Timo out. Let's see who are they gonna find, because we can see the minimap. They cannot. And we know that it's gonna be very tough to find someone in the Radiant jungle. We see the line that they're drawing, so we see the path that they're aiming to take. And we also see that there's nobody gonna be on their path. Unless one of these is gonna rotate. And Avos might actually do just that. Gonna go for an Assault Cuirass on his bear. Almost having that complete. Let's see where they can go. Coming in from the side. I'll try to find the Tidehunter who's closest by. No, never mind. It's Puppy now, placing some wards. And actually now, Na'Vi go in. They see them. You run virtus.pro. They're running. They are running for sure. They have now tasted the team fight of Na'Vi twice. And basically we're back to where we started. Like virtus.pro, they won 2 big team fights.
Middle tower is under attack.
Against Na'Vi, and then Na'Vi won 2 big team fights against virtus.pro.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Though, of course, by the time that Na'Vi won their team fight, virtus.pro was already a bit higher level than Na'Vi was when they lost their team fight. So they have a bit of more time to do something at the time that they want. So that's why we see a tier 3 tower getting dropped. What's with that cape of that Bat Rider? Looks a bit awkward.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think someone pressed a button by mistake. Radiant structures are fortified. Yeah. Let's see what Na'Vi gonna do, because they're forcing something out of virtus.pro here. And it might not be pretty for Na'Vi. We're gonna see what they can do before that team fight breaks out, because this bear is massive and is gonna be picking off a barracks. There is no fortification. That barracks is dead. That barracks is gone. Funnick is gone too, though. He's getting picked to death. Puppy gonna take some damage. Tombstone gonna go up. Ravage gonna get popped. Hits on 2. Venomman's ulti as well. NS is going to be saved by the Chaotic covering that comes down. It is going to be an RP upon 3 though, score into everybody, and that's going to be 1 down, 2 down, is it going to be 3 down? Yes it is, it's the last one alive for virtus.pro, and that is going to be virtus.pro. Again on the sidelines with all their heroes, buyback from our side, but what can he do without a Chaotic covering? I don't think it is that much, and Na'Vi might actually look to finish this. They might actually look to try to go for the tier 4s, and they do. May I just remind you, no tier 4s, tier 3s instead. That is a well played. Is that a GG or not? That is a GG well played. That is gonna be Na'Vi saving their asses and going towards the next round, because this is a loser bracket match and it's best out of 1. virtus.pro, they are knocked out first of this Techlabs Cup, and this means that they're only gonna be going home with $500, and this also means that Na'Vi already secured themselves $1,500 regardless of what happens next. But of course they want to go for the top. We're going to see them going up against the loser of the next game. Next game is going to be Empire taking on IC Cup. The loser of that will face Na'Vi in the losers bracket finals, and then the winner of that will be facing on the in the finals against the winner of next game. So that is going to be that. We're going to be seeing which one of the 2 teams I just mentioned are going to be up against who. So is it going to be Na'Vi up against Empire again in the losers bracket, or is it going to be Na'Vi up against IC Cup? We're going to be finding out very soon. Stick around for more games for the Techlabs Cup. We are of course going to have a short break because it is a LAN event. We've got a lot of breaks today already, but we will have more. Sorry for that. I will give you of course a stream that is live from Moscow actually. Though at the moment there's not really camera views. There's just a showing that Na'Vi won with their logo. Not really anything interesting to show just yet, but we'll be jumping into that very shortly. So don't go anywhere. If you want to support me, follow me on twitter.com/SheeverGaming. And of course also check out my website at SheeverGaming.com. So don't go anywhere. We'll have ourselves another match coming up hopefully soon. And in the meantime you can enjoy the Russians in Moscow in the LAN event in the mall. There we go. Let's jump ourselves out. Laters.